Hey guys, I am back and today we are going to be doing a palette bingo featuring another one of my Pan Those Eyeshadows and the palette that is in that project. And today we are going to be looking at my Dior Backstage eye palette in the shade Rosewood Neutrals, and I am so excited to dig into this palette. This palette has been featured very heavily on my channel, and if you don't know, in my Pan Those Eyeshadows shade, in my Pan Those Eyeshadows project, I currently have the shade Magenta Metallic rolled in, and this is what that shade looks like. So this is going to be the focus shade of today's Pan Those Eyeshadows palette bingo. Oh my god, today I'm just really tired. It's been a long week, so we're just gonna keep going. Today's palette bingo is going to feature this shade Metallic Magenta, and I'm going to roll a few other shades randomly from this palette, and we're going to do an eye look with it. So I'm going to, there's 9 shades in this palette, but one's already rolled in, so I'm going to randomly generate 3 shades between 1 and 8, and I got 3, 6, and 4. So 3, starting with the primer shade, 1, 2, 3, is this beautiful light gold, and it is called Highlighter Bronze. The naming of these shades is a little interesting. They don't really have names, it's kind of just a description of the shade. I wouldn't call this a bronze, I'd call this a gold, but whatever. Then 4 is not, this would be 4, but since we skipped it, we're going to go to this shade, which is Rose Matte. Yep. This is, I think, my favorite shade in the whole palette. I think it is so beautiful. It blends so nicely, and it really pulls together the other looks that I do with this palette. And 6 is going to be 6 right here. So this will be interesting. I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate both of the metallic pinky purple shades. This 6th shade is Shimmer Burgundy Shimmer. So that is the color story that we're working with today. I need to use all 4 of these shades. I'm going to jump right into this look. Now that we're pulled in a little closer, I'm going to start with this primer shade. I'm just going to tap it on the lids very lightly. It's a good sticky base for starting out these looks. Then I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush. Ignore the little bit of staining that's on this. I reach for this brush all the time, but I just wiped it off. And I'm going to go in with that Rose Matte shade, and I'm going to place it in the crease, but kind of higher than I normally do. I'm going to dip into this matte cream shade just a little bit to diffuse the edges. And then I'm just going to take this crease brush that is a little bit denser and go back in with that rose shade, and I'm going to try and focus it in the crease just to get the most that we can from this color. Then I think we're going to start with the Metallic Magenta shade because I want to put this all over the lid to really make it the focal point of the look. I'm going to wet my brush with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and then I'm just going to go in with that Metallic Magenta shade. and then I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of that rose matte just to blend out the inner kind of crease area. Or I may have gone a little bit overboard with that metallic magenta shade. Okay, and then I'm just going to put the highlighter bronze shade in the inner corner. I'm going to try and use this somewhere else too, but it's a perfect inner corner shade. And then I'm going to take the two shades, Burgundy Shimmer and Metallic Magenta, and I'm going to start with Burgundy Shimmer in the outer corner and end with Metallic Magenta in the inner corner. But I'm going to start out here. Now I'm going in with Metallic Magenta. There we go. Just gonna take my finger and tap a little bit of that shimmery burgundy shade, burgundy shimmer, whatever it's called, the burgundy shade on the outer corner, just to add a little bit more dimension to this look. I'm just going to take a little bit of this and tap it all over the whole lid and kind of up into the crease to just give it a light shimmer. Actually, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, I'm going to add mascara, maybe a little bit of liner in my tight line, and finish off the rest of the face, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back. Here is the finished look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. To be honest, this isn't too far off what I normally do with this palette, but using these two shades together isn't something that I do a lot. I tend to pick one or the other, so this has been really fun. I think that it turned out really well. And yeah, every time I use this palette, I am impressed. I think it is a very compact version of the Huda Beauty New Nude palette, in the sense that you can get kind of similar looks with it, but it's much smaller. There's a little bit less that you can do with it. So if you like that color story, but you don't like big palettes, then this could be a good one for you. And other than that, I'm really excited. I got a little bit of progress on this magenta shade, and hopefully we can see some pan on it in the upcoming months. So that is everything. If you like palette bingos and watching me play with makeup, I will link my palette bingo playlist and my Get Ready With Me playlist down below. I also will link below my Pan Those Eyeshadows playlist in case you have missed that. That's one of my favorite and most popular series I'm doing right now, so make sure to check that out. And other than that, I hope you are having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and then I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys!